Yep. What's good? Yesterday I didn't do a vlog because I felt like what I was doing I had to focus on a lot. So I got off work and then I went home and I did research on like I said, going back to school, like I said a couple videos ago. And so just to give you guys some context, 2 years ago, a couple months after I graduated college, I applied. I was thinking, okay, what do I like to do? What do I want to do in my future? And I thought, I went through a lot of things. And I thought, I always wanted to be a doctor, and I was so focused on sports that I never really tried to do that. And then once sports was over and I graduated, I was thinking, well, maybe I should do that. And then I did research on what I needed to study, and turns out I needed a lot of classes to take in order to, fill those prerequisites. And then I needed to take the MCAT test in order to apply to med school. So then I looked at going overseas in the Caribbean. You don't need to have those prerequisites. You just need a few that I've already taken, and you didn't need to take the MCAT as well. So I applied for that, and I ended up, going through that process and doing the interview and over the phone, and I got in. And I thought I was going to be able to get financial aid, but turns out that I wasn't able to get financial aid, or their financial aid was, okay, you can pay half right now and then the other half at the end of the semester. They don't have like they have in the United States, where like FAFSA and these things where you don't have to pay until you're done with school, and there's some time after, once you get a job, then you can start paying. In the Caribbean, I had to pay up front, and I didn't have the $3,000 it was for the first semester just to start. For the enrollment, the enrollment fee to start classes, and then on top, even if I did have that money, on top of that, I'd have to get all the books for the first semester, and then I'd have to get a flight down there. I'd have to get an apartment to stay down there, and since I'm in medical school, I wouldn't be able to work because I had to focus on, my studies. I, would have had to get food, and that's just for the first semester. Once the other semester comes up, and then another semester, I still had to, make another payment, and still, pay for rent and all these things. So I just didn't have enough money to do it. So since then, I've been working odd jobs, not really finding anything that I liked. I've been through a lot of jobs in the past. So since 2015, it's probably 7 jobs maybe, and I just haven't found anything. It's all been work that I needed to get just because I needed money, not anything that I wanted to do, for the most part. And so now, working on Amazon, I'm just thinking, and I have all the other opportunities too, like that Newport job and the Newport News job. Maybe working as a guidance counselor back in Mass. I just, there's a lot of things that have been going on in my mind, and I want to stay focused on one thing, so that I'm not, keep continuing to jump from different job to job and jump from place to place. I want to, try to focus on one thing, and I kind of have a feeling that I need to go back to school. And so I've been getting into research again and about medical school, and I was like, okay, well, I need these courses, and again, in the United States, since I have a degree, I've been doing research on some of these schools. If I just wanted to take these single courses, I'd have to pay them up front. So now I'm doing research on seeing, okay, maybe I can go back and just get another Bachelor's of Science degree and major in biochemistry, so I can have the courses and whatnot to be set up for, because I don't want to, do it. I want to do it right. And if I can do that, then I go sign up for FAFSA, get the right financial aid, and I'll be able to do it. And I don't want any more excuses. And if I can do it that way, I'll do it that way. Or if I have to take individual courses, if I can stack them up to where I have 4 in each semester, and if it's considered full time, I get financial aid that way. Like whatever I'm gonna try to do is whatever the way I can get it done is the way I'm gonna do it. And as well as do some things that I maybe if things don't work out. So like if I don't get these other jobs, and this medical or this school thing works out, then I'm gonna go for it. But if it turns out like I can't enroll in this school because I already have this degree, I can only go back if I do a bachelor's of art degree, or if it turns out that if I can take single courses, it costs like $500 per course, and I can only sign up after everyone else is signed up because I'm already graduated, so they get first pick, and it doesn't work out, then I won't go for it, because it's going to show me like it's not what I'm supposed to do. And I'm trying to listen to like what's going on and understand like, okay, this isn't working out because it's not supposed to work out. This isn't working out because it's not supposed to work out. This is working out, or this is going in my favor because it's supposed to be. And I want to try a bunch of things, but also focus on what my passion is, and also listen to what's going on in my surroundings, and understand like what the right thing to do is. And so I'll continue to try things here and there, and continue to do what I'm doing, and as well as focus on what's going to click for me and what's going to work out, and then whatever that is, I'm going to really double down on and go through with it, because I've been having just such bad luck. And I just got talked to today at work. Got one of the I guess he's a manager. It's a warehouse, so I guess he's a manager, but it says leadership. I like Rick 1 leadership. That's what the warehouse is called, Rick 1. Anyways, he said to me, came up to me, he's like, "Hey, what's up?" I was like, "Yeah, nothing going on. How you doing?" And then he's like, "You don't talk too much." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm just quiet. Whatever, just normal." And he's like, "Oh, that's it? You just don't talk much?" It's like, "Yeah." And then he's like, "Do you like it here?" And I was like, "Oh, it's alright." And I was like, honestly, like, I graduated college and I'm working this job because I have to. And, I've been trying to find other jobs with my degree so I can get, better compensation and, things like that. He's like, "Well, why don't you just stick around? Why don't you work here?" He's like, "I have a degree and I majored in business and minored in economics, and all you have to do is be a really good picker, is what my job is called, and get 150% rate each week, and then you can become an ambassador, and then move up the ranks, and then you can become in leadership." And I was like, "Oh, okay." But it doesn't sound good to me. Like what he's doing, his job is not what I look out, like what I seek. It's not what I want to do. And even above him, like a general manager, I see him often, and it's just not what I want. Like a general manager title, like it sounds good, but even in this job, I don't think they get paid enough for what they have to deal with, and for what their job description is, and it's not appealing to me at all. And even like in a person that's right above me, an ambassador or a process assistant who's above that, like I see them every day and I see what they do, and it's not appealing at all, and it doesn't seem like it fits my abilities or strengths or my aspirations like in any way. And but it makes me feel bad that he says that, because obviously in his eyes he's like, I'm doing good or whatever, and I have a good opportunity, and I did it. But I don't know what his salary is or whatever, but I know it's not great, considering I asked people what you know, what people make as an ambassador and a process assistant. They make like $13 and then $14 an hour. I'm sure he makes probably like maybe 17, $20 an hour. And so he's been there for obviously at least a couple years. And that's just like not like, that's not like feasible in my, like, I don't want to, I don't know, it just doesn't seem appropriate at all. Not to mention, like, I don't know, I'm miserable at the job, and I guess he saw that and he wanted to know like why. And like I said, it makes me upset because I don't want to show that. Like, I don't want to be a person that looks mad or upset all the time, but I just can't help but like feel what I feel. And when I go home, I'm not like that. Like, I'm happy, I'm excited that I'm home. But then, like, you know, as soon as I wake up and I have to go to work, I feel miserable again. And I'm at work and I feel miserable and I look miserable, and I don't want that. And so it just made me upset because I'm like, wow, like, why do I give off that impression? And I've been like that in the past, just on a normal day, not just like at work. I've been like that. Like, I usually was always like that. And so I'm getting better where I'm not like that all the time, but I guess I'm just like that at work but then it shows me that I don't like it, and I need to do something that I will enjoy and that I can have a smiling face and be upbeat and work harder and want to, you know, get better results. So I guess I was upset at the beginning, but now you know, after talking about it and like realizing what's going on, it makes me feel better, because then I can see that, okay, I'm this close to to doing something where I can enjoy it. And even if it's hard, like, I don't mind working hard. I just want to work hard to be able to achieve something and to be able to make a difference in life, in my life or anyone else's life. Like, doing this, I don't feel like that at all. And so that, you know, gives me notice that I need to, you know, do something else, which I knew, you know, from working here, but that just like kind of showed me that, like, you know, dude, like, what the fuck are you doing? So I just wanted to tell that to you guys, and apologize for not making a video yesterday. But like I said, I was really going hard with the research and just hoping something sticks, because I'm trying everything. You know, I'm trying side hustles, I'm trying jobs, I'm trying back to school. Like, I'm trying a lot of things, and I hope something sticks. And I want to get something, you know, I want to get like a signal showing like, hey, you know, you're on the right track, or hey, you know, this is what you should be doing, so that I don't feel so like lost and so like, you know, like I feel bad like doing all these things and then not sticking to one thing and not liking a lot of things, because it makes me think inside that, like, shit, am I doing something wrong, or am I just lazy? Am I just, if I don't like anything, like, that's my problem. I feel like it's my fault. So I want to get that out of my head, and that's why I'm trying all these things, and you know, being patient in that way, and to trying to get a sign so I can really focus on something. So I ranted, and I'm sorry, but I'm just trying to tell the truth to you guys. And right now I'll be on the way home, and I'm happy I get to go home, see my wife, and we'll go from there. We'll catch up with you guys later. Thanks. Peace.